man, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, man. This is a pre-recorded episode today because we got people got stuff to do. He got a cookout he doing later, and so it's a lot of stuff going on.
And he need to be
on
sending
today, man. I hope
FedEx
you
and
guys having a great
plates.
Sunday.
He needs
mailing out
FedEx
plates
and
today.
plates.
Yeah, I'm mailing out plates.
You mailing
I
out
need
plate?
your address.
I take a plate. I take a plate
I'm
too.
telling you, I look.
Got y'all.
Make sure
sprinkle
nails
some
cake
glitter on
on
mine.
there.
Mine better be glossing.
All right, well, listen. We have a great show packed for you guys today. We're gonna talk a little bit about Lizzo and Aries Spears, and what this idiot done said. And we're also gonna go through a little bit of Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish. We're also gonna talk about Rachel Richardson and her racist claim. If you guys have not heard about her, we'll get into that in a little bit down the road here. And also, our best episode or best segment of the show, the Meet Me for the week. We got a good one this week. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna surprise y'all with that. So before we get into all that, man, how was you guys this week?
Not so good.
My week was up until today. My week was pretty decent. So,
Up until today.
Yeah, you hit me with some tragic news, bro.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna pull a white chick. So I'm gonna write a letter.
a sternly written letter too. It's all good. Kevin, how was your week, man?
By the way, Q, I love that hat, bro. That's a dope hat.
Yeah, don't get him started. Why are you co-signing that?
Because that's my braids, man.
I had to match you with.
Oh, and you matching with our homeboy shirt.
That's my cousin by blood. You know, our grandparents are siblings, so I had to match it up with my cousins.
I gotta get with him. I want that hoodie. He owes me my hoodie.
So I got a jumpsuit, a hoodie, and a t-shirt.
Speaking of clothing, where's our BS3 TV shirts?
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
Ben?
That's on Ben. Somebody want to inbox Ben and tell him about that.
And we need to also, speaking of that, we actually need to get back to getting our, names on. Our shirts, shirts for our show. That's on the producer of the show.
No, that is Ben. I got a lot of stuff pop up over here.
But my week is very full of work. I'm blessed to be working my 2 jobs again. So I'm very, very blessed on that. But other than that, man, yeah, my week is great up until now, until what you just said. Like, it was some news, but man, we gonna pull this together.
Yeah, we're gonna pull it together
as a team. We a goddamn village. We ain't gonna let no shit fuck with us.
Yes, sir. We good.
God bless me on this Sunday morning.
Yeah.
How's
the week, big dog?
Yo, I'm glad to be here with you guys. Good to see you.
I know it's been a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Man. I felt bad every time, I can't come because I gotta work. I feel good. But I only have half of a mustache, so I'm trying to went to the barbershop yesterday and he just kept digging on this side. Man, I can't win for losing for the barbershop, man. For real.
I seen you were asking for recommendations, bro.
Right.
I was just
it's bad. It is bad here in Baltimore. Like, I went to one barber and he cut my hair, but it didn't even look like I got a haircut. It looked like when I walked in. It would look like when I walked in and walked out, I didn't even get a haircut.
You know what I learned with barbershops when you do that? You got to look and pay attention whether he's going with the grain or against the grain. And
he wasn't going with neither.
So it wasn't a before and after, just before.
Yeah, I tried. Like, I said, what did you do? Like, what the?
My nephew, I took him to get his haircut once, and dude started going across I'm like, hold on, bro, what are you doing?
Right.
Like,
people need to go back to barber school. Like, it's either that or they're getting lazy. When you start when you're doing that, like it's you go with or against the grain, and that's actually how you judge barbers now. You know what, man? We're gonna have to have a barber on the show. So we gotta
talk about
bullshit.
We need to find a good one so that You might have to catch flights.
Yeah.
I miss my barber in Mississippi.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though. So you guys, my week we talked about it a little bit before we went on air. I'm not going to discuss it on air, but I will say this: is that
fuck him?
That too. I'm looking at flights right now. I'm tired.
One thing I will say is that I'm not going to use the term because my wife is Caucasian, so I won't use that term. But what I will say is that if you are struggling, if you are at a patch in your life where you just something happens, you're taking 2 steps forward, and the enemy seems to knock you 10 steps back. This is a place, right? And this is where I am, right? And so what I have to do is I have to remind myself to keep pushing no matter what it looks like, right? No matter how bad it looks, no matter how grim it seems, I have to keep pushing. And so those of us or you don't know what to do, you're stuck in that space, you got to keep pushing. So that's my 2 cents. I'm gonna leave it at that. We've already talked about it us forward. I'm not gonna discuss it on air, but just know that
that energy is there. I see
hear somebody say those tears are
pushing. Keep pushing and continue to look for flights to where
I'm telling you, babe, you know what? No, you want to move? You want to go up there to Terry? Let's pay a 2-day visit to Terry and get some passports and shit ready. Let's go.
She down the road. All right, we're gonna get into the show, y'all. Hey, all right. The hot topic of the week, man. Everybody's talking about Lizzo and Aries Spears. Just Aries Spears decided he wanted to go on TV. Was it Vlad TV this time?
He went on Vlad, and he did he did others.
But he got on Vlad TV or whatever interview show he was doing, and he decided he wanted to clown Lizzo. Now, Lizzo is, if those of you who live under a rock and don't know who Lizzo is the one that the lady that sings "Good as Hell" and all the other hits that she's got. This girl can sing, dance, and play the flute all at the same time, and you're really,
she's very talented. Very talented.
I'm going to show you. Actually, I'm going to show you the entertainment. This is the Entertainment Tonight clip. This is going to bond what Aries Spears said and Lizzo's response, and I'll just at the VMAs because she did respond to him at the VMAs. So it's gonna run. It's about a 2-minute clip. So let me get my screen going here, so I can share it. What is going on here? That's not what I want. Here we go. Yeah, he had a lot to say about Lizzo. I just couldn't understand why this woman ain't did nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's run it.
So why don't you clap back? Why don't you clap back? Because, bitch, I'm winning, ho.
Lizzo is clapping back in the best way possible by not clapping back.
Big bitch is winning, ho! That's revenge show paper, bitch!
Yep, the Truth Hurts singer's name trended all weekend long after comedian Aries Spears made comments about her body to the Art of Dialogue.
I can't get past the fact that she looks like emoji. Very beautiful girl. She got a very pretty face, but she keeps showing her body off. Like, come on, man. Come on, yo.
He went on to make comments about his own body too, but insisted his quote, swagger and confidence made up for what he lacked.
I'm sorry, listen, I ain't the most in shape in the world, but I still, when you funny and you got swagger and confidence and you looking, I think I'm at least handsome, you get.
As for what he thinks about Lizzo, the comic doubled down, taking this shot at the singer.
But a woman that's built like a plate of mashed potatoes is in trouble.
But Lizzo proved being blessed and unbothered is the best revenge. Slyly addressing the controversy on stage at the VMAs as she accepted the trophy for Video for Good.
And now, to the bitches that got something to say about me in the press. You know what? I'm not gonna say nothing.
Well, she definitely said something.
They be like, Lizzo, why don't you clap back? Why don't you clap back? Because, bitch, I'm winning, ho. Big bitch is winning, ho!
safe to say there is no slowing down for Lizzo. Before the show, she walked the red carpet in this over-the-top dark blue gown, rocking a dramatic dark lip color and a retro classic hairdo.
I'm feeling good as hell.
And she brought the good vibes to the stage, shutting up anyone who has something bad to say with this show-stopping performance.
How am I supposed to love somebody else when I don't like myself alike?
All right, we'll stop it right there because the rest of it is just her singing. Okay. So he now.
I wasn't even gonna laugh, but Kale started laughing. It made me laugh.
God damn.
God
hold on,
damn
play
it.
the mashed potatoes.
Yo,
I was just like, I see Kale laugh, and you know, laughter is infectious. I started,
Okay, yeah, it's infectious. But here's the thing, to me, and you guys can have your opinion. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about your opinion of it. Excuse me. Aries Spears to me is not funny. Never has been funny. Now, can he Can he do an impression? Yeah. Can he sound like Denzel and Snoop and all that? Yes. But he's never been funny. I don't have a thing. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't have a thing against New Yorkers per se, but some New Yorkers are really over the top for me. And Aries Spears in this comment was using that whole New York tactic. His response when he doubled down, I didn't show that when he was in his maybe I could pull that up, but in his response, he doubled down on his comment and he called it a Lizzo joke. Now wait, how is it that you can say this about this woman and then put it was a joke behind it? You know what I'm saying? Since when degrading or degrading women is a joke? When is that funny? You know what I'm saying? Especially when for someone who has not done anything to you.
Right.
You're mad because she's successful. Why?
Right.
Well, it does.
And
I
he's
mean, it
not
does.
relevant.
That's the comedic. That's a comedic thing. Comedics do tend to dab into other people's business or talk personally bad about them. Just to get a few. Yeah, just to get a few highs
Jamie
out
Foxx.
of it.
When Jamie Foxx was talking about some years ago, when he was talking about Jennifer Lopez,
right?
And her and Diddy came at him. He was just like he doubled down on his comment in his next show, and Jamie Foxx was like, "Yeah, they approached me about it," and he was like, "Hey, Jennifer, I remember when you were a fly girl, like."
Better humble yourself.
I just want to say, I'm sorry, Kev. I just want to say first and foremost, Aries Spears has never been funny. His comedy has has catapulted because of his impressions.
Yeah,
he's never been funny. Some things he say, and that's the thing with comedians. Some things that they say make it funny. But ain't nobody laughing because his ass look like Grimace, from McDonald's and shit. Like how I'm like, yo, how can you say what this girl? She's winning. She's doing her thing. And that's another thing. Big girls at a point were ashamed to be in the limelight because of the ridicule, because of the scrutiny and comments and body shaming comments that will come even if they did that. And Lizzo came around and said, I'm just going to dismiss all of that and give big girls confidence. Right. You see what I'm saying? And it takes Aries Spears and a couple of others to, bring big girls down. I love Lizzo. I never heard her music. I'm not a, I'm not a, in here,
she got some good music.
Yeah, I'm not rocking out.
She does have some music that will, and I have a couple of things. All right, I find Aries to be funny in some aspects, and that's just according to TV. His stand up is trash. It's garbage. Sorry.
Right.
But when he's on when he was on Mad TV, and like when he does certain comedies or movies, he's actually pretty funny.
Right.
But when it comes to his actual stuff is
It's trash.
it's not, it's cringy.
Yeah.
It makes you cringe. It don't make you laugh.
That
So,
makes-
but
yeah,
when
that's
it
even
comes
worse.
to
Makes you cringe.
here's my thing. I hate that when it comes to comedy, we tend to laugh like me. I'm them. Laughing at, when you make fun of other people.
Yeah.
Problem is, he was just on something, and I forgot what it was. I don't know if it was Vlad TV or something, where he was actually, well, for black women, we shouldn't be this and that against a black woman. We should actually be uplifting them. But here you are, you're downplaying, you're downing a black woman,
right?
And you're talking bad about her.
Right.
I mean, come on. What is it? You're gonna put your comedy first? Or you're gonna put actual, you're gonna put something in the motion where you not talk about black women. Right. So, yeah, it's to me it's.
But you know what?
It's bad in taste. And he needs
on
to
every
fix that.
vacation at a verbal home.
Here's my thing. Yes, he was wrong. Yes, we should be uplifting each other. But here's the caveat. On their end, on women's end, this goes for big girls, skinny girls, in between girls. Stop body shaming men.
Dang, Kevin.
That coffee is gone.
My coffee right here. I know what I dropped, but hey, it is what it is. I was just trying to fix my hat.
But yeah, I just feel like they need to stop body shaming men also.
Okay. Here's my thing. Here's my my look at it is that he doesn't understand the level of love that people have for Lizzo, right?
Yeah.
Lizzo is, to me, in my opinion, Lizzo is the plus size woman's Beyonce.
Right.
They love her just as much, and they will defend her just as much. If you read some of these comments, watch some of these TikTok duets. I did a duet of a young lady on TikTok that we hit 3,000 views because people are very, very upset at the stuff that he said.
Right.
But here's my question though: why is he is it because he's no longer relevant like that and not in the line?
I think he was asked a question about her.
He was asked a question.
He was asked a question about her, which solicited his unsolicited comments. So, he shouldn't have made those comments. It wasn't the opportune time to make jokes about her.
This is not society. This is not the time in society to do that.
But you know what I'm saying? It's one of them things where Aries Spears isn't gonna say, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Oh, he's not. Why?
He's not gonna do that.
It's an uptown thing. It's a northerner thing.
Definitely.
He's gonna stand on his comments. He was just like, "Hey," the only caveat he'll be like, "Hey, I talked about myself also." So you know what I'm saying? If she can't take a little criticism or a little joke, then she shouldn't be so sensitive. It's gonna be in those. It's gonna be in the aspect of that.
Now, in his response, in his Instagram response, he said, he talked about how he was unattractive. He wasn't the most attractive, but he said he had swagger and confidence. Okay.
Now let's play devil's advocate right quick to that.
Okay.
So here we are with what he said about, and it has some truth to it. Big girls, when they have that type of confidence like Lizzo, they feel untouched.
Okay.
Now, how is it that they can feel untouched but still talk bad about men, and such at when, like you said, it goes both ways.
I'm sure it does.
But
I'm sure it does.
I don't think did she say anything about Aries Spears?
No. I'm just saying. So I guess what I'm saying is, so in a perfect world, we would never talk about each other.
Right.
But you do, and I'm not saying Lizzo. Let's just throw anyone out there. You got the big women there. Oh, let's go Lizzo and this and that. But still, will flip the script and talk about either other women, or they'll talk about men, and they'll dog men. I've seen this, and there's people that I know that are watching this.
Yeah.
Are probably gonna come for my head because I know a couple of them on my Facebook. Don't try to come for me. Look, I'm here for the smoke, but I'm just playing devil's advocate because at the same time, don't stand for something 10 toes down and then flip it around and then you doing the same thing, being what's the word?
And what Kevin is saying is prevalent on Facebook and social media every day. You'll see women dogging men, and then a man will comment and say, well, women do this. We're not talking about women, we talking about men. That's their comment.
Nobody's condoning the double. It's a double standard. Right. Please believe that. Nobody's condoning it though. But that goes right into my topic. I'm glad you said that. And the reason why women do that, I'm gonna change this topic here. The reason why women do that because they feel attacked anytime a man say something or they comment. But
not all the time do they feel attacked. Attacked though.
Here's a question, fellas. Do you feel that black women are the most attacked and unprotected class?
Yeah.
Okay.
But but here's the caveat. You take it out on the wrong people. You should be taking that animosity out on the people that hurt you. Okay. Not the people who trying to support you.
But see, I've also said this before too, though. I've also said this before. We black people are the only people that would not support each other. And that goes for whether we're supporting each other's business or each other's livelihoods. We will go out there and we'll dog each other. Hell, sometimes we'll do both. We'll dog each other's business and livelihood. We'll go out there and say, oh, they don't deserve this because they're fat, ugly, and this and that, and their product is trash. Like, we're the only. You don't see that with with the Caucasian. You don't see that with Asians. You don't see that with anybody but us. We hurt ourselves. This shit is self-inflicted wounds. Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's a self-infliction. Self-inflicted wounds come from us.
And he just pulled Lizzo out the ass. Like, with every big girl that is possibly there's more big women that's in entertainment in all capacity, cooking, singing, opera. You see what I'm saying? You come for Lizzo. And the reason being, and just what Kev said, she's winning. She's doing her thing. She's a little bothered. You could tell at the award show.
Yeah.
But she chose not to go in. She wanted to go in, but she chose not to go in.
Right.
And but she knows, okay, well, who is Aries Spears? You know what I'm saying? He's irrelevant. He's trying to be relevant.
Trying to stay relevant,
Trying to stay relevant.
Yeah.
And you coming for me because I'm winning. I'm confident. You see me on this stage. You seeing what I'm wearing. You see what I'm saying? And in a couple, I say like last year, a couple months ago, I had said I had did a show about that body shaming, and I had a comedian to come on my podcast, and I said, what is it? And she said the fact that we are confident. We are confident. We not hiding. We not, oh, I wish I was skinny. And that's what she said, and that's what it is, And my take on that, Kelly, Thick Kells, the co-host of my radio show when I had it, Charm City Direct Radio Show. She used to have a segment called "Loving the Skin I'm In," and giving confidence to big girls because she's a heavyset girl, beautiful heavyset girl, and she did that segment to give confidence to other big girls who don't feel confident, who have the confidence just to walk outside. You see what I'm saying? So here come Grimace, who out of his ass, just and like Quinn said, there's females who rag on big guys.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My take on this, in a perfect world, yo, if you can't, what's the catch? If you can't stand the heat, get the hell out of the kitchen. You see what I'm saying? If you're not ready to catch the smoke, don't say nothing at all, because I'm almost certain this is not the last. This is not the last thing you're going to hear from Aries Spears about this whole situation. They going to come after him.
Well,
he's been getting it. He's been
like
catching
right now. There's a meme going around that's making fun of big guys. Oh, it's about to be big boy season. Y'all saying y'all want a big guy until he's laying on top of you, smothering you, and you can't breathe. Like, come on, man. How fair is that?
I mean, we just
a double standard, man. It's
a double. Okay, so
you want to be with a big man until you got to lift his stomach up to see his penis. You know what I'm saying?
and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's that whole.
Look at Eve really laughing.
I'm a big dude. I'm laughing because I'm a big dude. I mean, you ain't got to lift my stomach up.
All four of us ain't skinny, you know.
Yeah, right.
I used to have my skinny day, but that's my whole thing. This whole, when I said I'm playing devil's advocate, Q played right into it. Like, these memes and everything that go around, oh yeah, it's big fella season and blah 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 blah. But yet they're the same women that are on Facebook and all over social medias, you know, all everywhere, making videos on TikTok and bullshit, saying all
black
this,
women,
but will come on, but with let's go black women, let's uplift black women, but let's uplift Lizzo at the same time. If you don't sit your narrow ass behind in the corner somewhere.
So to me, I think there's a difference between telling or indulging in a generalized joke when you or a meme when you say big guys, it's big guy season or whatever. When you're being general, that's one thing, okay? Because you're not really out to try to hurt somebody. But when he asked that man blatantly about Lizzo, that's a personal attack. That's two different things.
Yeah, that's a personal attack. But
that's
then
a personal attack. Yeah.
But when you generalize, you're attacking a whole group.
Yeah. Which doesn't make it any
it doesn't make it any better.
I mean, you got to look at it.
He directly said her name.
Right.
But when I put them both on even playing fields.
Yeah.
Because you're insulting a whole group of people. If I was to say something about people, if I was to speak about, oh, I don't like such and such in the LGBTQ community, the whole group is gonna come at me.
But that's the difference.
Get out my head, bro.
But come on now. Let's be 100%. Now you know that you can't say anything about the LGBTQ in this society now. You can't do it. No matter what person, no matter what member of this group, you can't do it. Not in this society. Not without getting canceled and not without getting some smoke. Let's just be real. Now back in the day, you used to can do that. You used to can
all day,
every day. Jokes. Yeah, you can make your jokes because you're not hurting anybody personally. But now you are personally attacking people. That's a whole different bowl of wax. And that's when it gets tricky. But we're gonna stay on the subject of Aries Spears because if you don't know, man, Aries and Miss Haddish and some stuff. Man,
serve all right.
I don't know what's going on here, but Aries and Miss Haddish are now being sued.
Karma.
All right.
You think it's karma?
Karma. You should have kept your mouth shut.
Here's the question. Should Aries and Tiffany be canceled behind this? Now,
they need to stay their asses off of Vlad TV. I know that. Everybody that go to Vlad TV ends up in some type of heat.
So check this out. I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this article. Let me read this article here. A civil lawsuit was filed Tuesday in Los Angeles Superior Court by a 22-year-old woman on behalf of herself and her younger brother, accuses renowned actor, comedian, and author Tiffany Haddish and fellow comedian Aries Spears of abusing the plaintiffs sexually. They were both minors.
Did y'all read the whole thing though? Like, are you gonna read the whole thing?
I'm gonna read a little bit of it.
Because it gets dark.
It gets really dark. Yeah. They charge them with grooming and everything. They filed using the pseudonyms Jane Doe and John Doe. The brother, born in 2007, is still a minor. Right. The lawsuit alleges Haddish and Spears groomed the young plaintiffs and coerced them into filming sexually explicit pornography skits. Can you believe that?
So
I'm
it
finding-
was simulated. Like they in the NPR article that I'm reading, it was simulated. Like because it was for a skit for a show called Through the Eyes. I mean, a skit called Through the Eyes of a Pedophile.
Right.
So they made them simulate these actions. But you know what I'm saying.
But
it's still
on
not
the
right.
flip side, if I read this right, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little behind because I haven't been in the news like at all this week.
Yeah.
But I did read something to where they were being blackmailed or blackballed by the mom.
Yeah.
What is it? They not blackmailed. Well, I guess it is where she was trying to get money by their mother.
Blackmail.
And she was attacking Tiffany Haddish for some years now, trying to get money out of her.
Yeah, I read that too somewhere. That she
Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to I'm trying to make sure I got that right. So, and if this is what we're leading to, I mean, of course, I can't. I don't. First of all, I don't want to believe it. First of all, I don't want to believe it.
Right.
And second of all, if that's the case, if she really was trying to blackmail her for some years now, as they said,
this is gonna be unfounded real quick.
This is really, I mean, y'all see where I'm going with this? It's
Yeah,
really,
because
it sounds
this
like
is
some
the
bullshit.
This is the easiest way. In today's society, this is the easiest way to ruin someone's career and get what you want out.
All it takes is an accusation.
It just takes an accusation.
Yeah,
you ain't gotta be proving nothing. You ain't gotta have nothing. All you gotta do is
because as the mother, if you seen this was going on in the skit and you felt uncomfortable for your children, you should have stopped it.
Right. Right.
So and that's what I'm saying. I'm playing on the I guess I'm on for the one time I'm on Aries Spears side and Tiffany Haddish side. If you were because this should not be anywhere near money. This should have been a lawsuit. This should have been more than a civil suit. This should be actually in court putting people in jail.
Right.
But you're trying to get money out of it. You've been trying to do this for years, trying to get money. So I guess what I'm saying is this is complete, absolute dog water bullshit for her to
because
for
they're
them to do
saying
this.
Because you're suing them when they actually never touched you. This is on film that they were doing for a show.
Now
that you all got paid for.
Is the video out there?
No, yeah, because Funny or Die was disgusted by the skit when they saw it.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? So, it was never aired on TV, but it was aired on TV once and they never showed it again because it was a dark skit. It was a very dark skit. It's called Through the Eyes of a Pedophile.
Yeah.
And then what they were trying to do was bring awareness to pedophilia.
Yeah. Has Tiffany Haddish? I like I said, I'm behind the Tiffany Haddish.
I haven't found a response from her.
Yeah.
Or either of them, and I think they haven't. I think they're not responding because most lawyers will tell you don't speak on this topic because it's going through litigation.
Yeah. So is this like a joint venture with Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears? Or
they're together.
Okay.
Co-defendants in it.
Okay.
Co-defendants in it. And so, like Quinn, to Quinn's point, it said, "Funny or Die found this video absolutely disgusting and would never produce it." A spokesperson from the company said in the statement shared with NPR, "We're not involved with the conceptualization, development, funding, or production of this video. It was uploaded to the site as general user-generated content and was removed in 2018, immediately becoming aware of its existence." Now, like Kevin, to Kevin's point a little while ago, he was talking about the mom. In a statement shared with NPR via email, Andrew Bretler, Haddish's attorney, discarded the plaintiff's claims against his clients as bogus. Bretler said the plaintiff's mother was has been trying to discredit Haddish with these accusations for several years. So this woman has been targeting Tiffany, just like Kevin said earlier, has been targeting Tiffany for years. So this is probably going to be unfounded at the end of the day. But whether it's unfounded or not, these kind of things will hurt a career.
Yeah.
It was totally destroy their careers.
Yeah. mean, but
because you're gonna have that group of people that said, "Oh, because they're stars or because they're famous, they're gonna
get away with it.
They're gonna get away with it."
Right.
I'm not sure. I'm not too sure about Tiffany Haddish because Tiffany Haddish does have Kevin Hart in her corner.
Yeah,
Tiffany Haddish she's got where she's under his umbrella of productions and movies and such.
He's gonna protect her. You better believe that.
It's gonna be and of course he's gonna be in her corner, like you said, and she's still gonna make her money. She's gonna get her TV roles and movie roles and things. So she's still gonna have a delightful career. Whereas Aries Spears, he's it
ain't been a good week for Aries.
It ain't been he's been in the news for the wrong reasons, getting beat up, getting it's just not good. And this has been a bad, rough few years for Aries Spears. So I don't see him bouncing back from this. Tiffany Haddish,
he'll bounce back. He'll bounce back, but because in true Aries Spears New York moniker, he's gonna do whatever, and he's gonna get up there. He's gonna say what he wants to say. He's gonna continue to say, because as long as he keep receiving the smoke that he's getting back his relevance. All the relevance that he lost, he's getting it back now.
And even if people want to hear what he says,
people want to hear that, especially fellow New Yorkers. They feel the same way. You know how many people that feel the same way about Lizzo as Aries Spears does? You know how many people think that Lizzo is looks like the poop emoji? You know how people think that? I mean, not me. Not me. I think Lizzo is awesome. I think she's confident.
She does something. She does do some things that is questionable in my mind. Like when she was at the Lakers basketball game, you doing that in front of children, that disgusts me. Stuff like have your.
Why did the discussion? Did the discussion because of her weight, or did the discussion?
No. Of what she's doing. So
and that's
things like that. No, because it goes hand in hand.
Right.
Because here you are. Have your big woman confidence. I'm all for it. I don't body shame because one, I'm not small. Two, I like big women, big people. I don't care. But I have no. Let's just say I have no. How do you say it? I don't care if you're big or small. Let's just say that.
Right.
But
you ain't got no type.
There you go. Thank you, Q. You get out my head today, man. You've been in my head all day today. All right, but when it comes down to it, have your confidence. I'm cool with it. But when you're sporting it out there like you did on the LA Lakers dance floor, on their basketball court in front of kids, think.
So you want people to have a moral compass. You want her to have a moral compass.
Have some type of morals, because there's kids out there looking, and you got kids on the second and first floor viewing you, and kids on TV viewing you as well. And don't give me you should be monitoring. It's a basketball game, for crying out loud. But at the end of the day, I get it. I do get it. Have your confidence, but at the same time, draw that shit back, man. Have some brains.
About that. Kids should not be on the floor of the Lakers, anyways. It should be up in the rafters.
Man, come on, man.
It's very expensive for kids to sit down on the floor.
No way, man. Let them kids have it. They like to see their superstars,
right here, me, Kevin, of what you said about Lizzo. We at the Lakers game. For instance, if Cardi B or Nicki Minaj or
shouldn't be doing it.
They shouldn't be doing it, but if they did it, it wouldn't have been as big as it would be.
Be honest,
I believe it would. I believe it would.
You believe so? You think if it was? You think
I'm dead serious.
Cardi B.
Actually,
Lizzo
this was on the radio. This was on the radio at the time that it happened. And my boy, shout out to my boy DJ Automatic, Anthony A, and Dana Cortez, because they're a syndicated TV show. I talk to them on a regular. Those are my people. They started here in San Antonio, but they are in Arizona still. Syndicated radio, love them. Keep doing y'all's thing. And this is one of their topics. If it was Nicki Minaj or someone else, and someone brought up a really good point. Because of today's society of sexuality, they're no longer marketing that type of sexuality on TV. They're monitoring that.
So
And-
I'm sorry. I'm gonna play devil's advocate right now.
This is
Okay,
Devil's
so
Advocate show today. We should have titled that.
right. So is it okay? So the Lakers game, everybody's watching, kids on the floor. Is it any different from being home and watching an award show where you have very explicit movements and gyrations on TV, where children are watching?
Yeah,
It's no different.
It's no different.
It isn't. And it's just like there's no difference. It's just like there's no difference from kids watching what was it back in the day when we would watch BET
Uncut
and
yes,
things like that.
But see, this is where the parents come into play.
Hold up. No, not really. Because
yes,
back then, yes,
there are warnings.
We should have been watching that.
But like now, there are warnings before each of these award shows. That
this is a family time to watch an NBA game.
Yeah,
but an NBA game is different than an award show. Yeah, at an NBA game, you don't have that caveat of a warning before the game comes on.
I mean,
that's live. But at an award show that is pre-recorded, they have a caveat before the show that tells parents.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, they have a disclaimer that tells parents. Now, if you still allow your child to watch that show, you have no right to get mad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you got a disclaimer, if you got any type of anything that doesn't show.
But you're talking about, sexuality on award shows. I mean, there's not a lot of media coverage. This is like, for example, Bad Bunny. I think it was the VMA that he did.
This dude here, I can't stand Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny kissing.
Who is that?
He just
won Puerto Rican
Performer of the Year.
VMAs. Oh my God, that dude's
what?
He just won Performer of the Year at the VMAs this
year. He does Spanish music.
He's about Spanish music. However, so he was on stage doing his show, doing his performance. He kissed one of his backup dancers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's no media coverage behind that. But you hear. You
know why? Because they're scared. Media is now scared to touch the LGBT community, the alphabet group. They're because they will end up getting canceled.
The alphabet group.
I'm just saying they will come for you, and that's again. This goes back to what I was saying earlier.
I didn't know.
You even got groups standing up for themselves. You got the LGBT community standing up for what they believe in and standing up for their rights and standing up for their people. But us black folks, we're one whole nation. We're one whole fucking group, and we can't stand up for each other.
That leads us into the next topic.
Woo! Burn it.
And I throw it to Terry.
I'm sorry,
that leads us into the next topic. I threw him a perfect alley-oop and he missed it.
I totally missed that. I am so sorry, y'all. I am trying to pull up my next topic.
I was Jason Kidd. I had Richard Jefferson and Vince Carter on each side of me. I threw it up and they missed the alley, both of them.
I'll pray for them. I told you I got a lot of stuff going on over here. I'm just trying to get into my next topic. So
that was the next topic I threw you the alley for. I said, and this leads us into the next topic.
And he loves them. Terry loves those too.
I do. And I totally. Y'all pray for me. Hold on. I am going to pull this up right quick. So, all right. Let me get into a thing here. All right, going to our next topic. Listen, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with who Rachel Richardson is. You guys familiar with who that is?
I don't. I'm sorry.
No.
All right. So
time to pull up my Google.
No, you go. You go right here. This is Rachel Richardson right here. Oh, guys, in the background. That's not what I wanted. This is not what I didn't want in the background.
He really got a lot going on today.
I do have a lot going on. All right, so I can pull her up. Let's try it again. There she goes. Rachel Richardson. This young lady right here is a Duke University volleyball player. Now you guys know that I love Duke as a that's my college basketball team. You guys know that. Maybe you don't. But Miss Rachel Richardson was at a game at BYU here a couple days ago.
Brigham Young University.
Brigham Young University. This was on August 30th. So to give you a little bit of the article here, she was getting ready to BYU. This is on Friday, during which she was subject to threats and racial slurs coming from fans sitting in the student section at BYU. Richardson, who is 19, sophomore outside hitter from Ellicott City, Maryland, up in your way. That spoke to the ESPN on Tuesday about the incident. And what happened was, what was going on with Rachel was that every time Rachel got ready to serve, they would hear these racial epithets and these racial slurs thrown at her. So nobody did nothing. BYU did nothing. Duke coaches did nothing. Apparently there was a meeting with the Duke coaches and went to the officials. Nothing was done. There's a meeting with BYU folks. Nothing was done. The victim's mother made some comments on ESPN and on USA Today and about these racial slurs. Now here's the tee-hee-hee in this is that now they're saying, I was just reading before I came on, was that this whole thing was false. So they made this whole big stink about this racial slur being flew from the student section of BYU to this player, and then turn around the saying the accusations now are false. So before we get into it, what do you guys think of the racial slur accusation in the beginning?
I have so many questions.
What's the questions?
I have questions. Like who's saying that it's false? One, okay. And were these people at the game? Like we need answers to where are these questions, or who's saying that it's false? We need answers to this. Like who's the ones that saying this?
Well, the reason why one of the people are saying that it's false is because there is video of this student not shooting these slurs. There is video of this student not doing that.
Time out. Because we all know, unless the video is recording the whole game, then we can probably say something.
You can cut and edit.
But if there's cuts and edits or partial videos only, we can't use that as evidence.
We need a video of the whole game. You can't use that because the coach even has something to say. The Duke volleyball coach went to say something and they didn't do anything.
There you go. All right, that was one of them. That was one of my questions. So if the Duke coach actually did say something to them to fix the issue, why wasn't it done? Here's two. Why aren't we stopping, just like an NBA game? Y'all know Russell Westbrook don't play no games in Utah. Like they do this in Utah. It's been done
because it's Utah. This is what they do. People, but even in the NBA, they say we hate going to Utah.
Yeah. Now, I use Utah as an example. Now, it has happened in other arenas, but here's my question. Another question, because I got millions of them, because this shit really irks me. It really pisses me off to my core. The level of pistosity is on 100 right now. So,
festivity.
So exactly. And so, why aren't we stopping what's going on? Because in the NBA, we'll stop. Because football games have stopped. I've seen high school football games stop. Why wasn't this college player or somebody so pissed off to the level of, because racial slurs have has a meaning finally now. Why aren't we using that meaning to say, all right, stop this bullshit right now. Let's get this taken care of. Then we'll carry on through the game. They went through the whole game of this. Right. No one should be dealing with that thing the whole fucking game.
Duke coach should have stopped it and say, yo, we're not playing anymore.
Right.
He said something.
The referees should have stopped it.
Right.
Here's a story that came out of Yahoo Sports. This is from the writer's name is Jack Baer. This was Wednesday, August 31st. And it says, Upon further review, the man who was banned from all BYU athletic venues does not appear to be the person who allegedly yelled racial slurs at Duke volleyball player Rachel Richardson. This is by the BYU police spokesperson that told the Salt Lake Tribune on Tuesday. In addition, in the incident that was grabbed by headlines, Richardson understandably complained of a fan yelling the N-word at her and her black teammates from the BYU section. First of all, there's no black teammates. She's the only black player on the Duke volleyball team. So not sure where that coming from. But nonetheless,
because she called her dad, said they were saying this at me.
Yeah, right. And so,
but this is written out again because I guess whoever put that, either they did either it's an honest mistake or they put that in the story to make it spicy so people can read it.
Right.
I am not.
Go ahead.
I'm not surprised by any of this, and here's why I say that. Even in tennis, and I say tennis because you know how when the game begins, everybody is quiet. Even the slightest movement, somebody sneeze, they stop in the game.
Right.
Yeah.
So I am not surprised by this whole story. But everybody's right. Somebody should have said something. Somebody should have said, wait, whoa, stop.
Should have said and done something. Like,
right. Instead of weeks.
Pathetic.
Right. Like weeks later after the game, and now everybody want to say something.
Now we up in arms. Like, we went through the whole game and they make money off of these games, by the way.
Right.
You stop the game halfway, there's half of your revenue.
And see,
but
that's
we
why
went through the whole fucking game.
That's why people are saying it's false now, because Don Staley has canceled the game against, and several other coaches of women's team and other teams have canceled games against BYU. So they're losing money now, and before they lose their money, they would try to discredit this young lady.
Oh, here's another question. How many black athletes were on that team for BYU?
None.
None.
They're in Utah, bro.
They're in Utah, bro.
BYU. Listen to me. I used to live in Idaho. Idaho and the Utah border, right? So it's 4 hours from where I live in Idaho to Utah. Listen,
wait a minute. Utah is on the southern border by Mexico.
Right. It's 4 hours from Twin Falls, where I lived in Idaho, to Salt Lake City.
So here's why I asked that question, right? I'm sorry to cut you off. I wanted to get this out right quick because had there been, and I know the BYU team didn't say it, as you said, it was the student section, right? I'm about to play the fiddle for y'all. If there was one black kid on the BYU team, do you think they would say it or continuously say it?
Oh,
so. And this is what I'm saying. It can't be false. I'm playing it as it can't be false because if there was one black student or let's say that one black student in that student section, it wouldn't be said or shouldn't be said. Otherwise, it would have been a fight. Or
I'm not saying there wasn't
on the team. Even on the team. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying it has to be true. Because if there was one person on that team, the BYU team, he'd have told him to shut the fuck up, or she would have told him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
we would expect that, or they would even snitch on their own student section to tell them, "Hey, yeah, this was said, and I'm offended by the shit." So this is what it has to be true. There's no false. This can't be a false accusation. They're trying to play it off as Q said because they're losing fucking money.
I mean, well, you got to understand this. BYU's.
I'm sorry, I'm a little
yeah. BYU, man, is in the middle of dead smack in the middle of Mormon country, so that doesn't really surprise me, any of it. Even if it was said, it doesn't surprise me. BYU's is probably gonna lose a lot of money, like you said. Coach Staley down there, the champions, South Carolina Gamecocks champions of the NCAA. I mean, so if she got pulled to say, no, I'm not doing this, and she can back out. BYU should be very, very careful. Of what happens and what they do going forward. If it's true, handle it. But the person they accused has been banned from all BYU athletics, so that's fine. Now, before we
it should be more than that, though. I mean, is that the only punishment they got? I know we got the MEEP MEEP coming up, but are they just banned? They should be suspended. I mean, this is the student section.
Well, it's a sporting event. I mean, there are policies at the schools, you know. If it's a sporting event,
this is not the first time BYU has been under this scrutiny for racist.
This is what I'm saying. Like, even with this is bullshit. We should
listen.
There should be
Kev. It would be up to the NCAA, who is not going to do anything about this. So because they're going to wash their hands of this. They're going to leave it in the hands of Brigham Young.
That because I've seen instances, you know, where even in football there was other things. And I remember this dates back to 15 years ago, and there's other instances in between that where racial things were done in the NCAA that were not handled by the NCAA. I see that, but as far as the school goes, the school should not only be banning them, which is pathetic. I mean, come on, they should be suspending these motherfuckers. Until they get real answers, they should be suspending people from the goddamn school. There should be more harsh penalties for this. The racial slurs play a powerful effect on people's livelihoods.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm just saying. I feel like Stephen A. Smith right now.
Before we get into our meet the best part of this show, I swear to God, I want to say shout out and all that to my favorite tennis player, Venus and Serena, who have decided to hang it up.
Wait, come out. Was it confirmed that they did?
Yeah, they're retired. They're done.
Man,
they're done. So shout out to Venus and Serena for giving us so many years of
excellence,
black girl power and excellence, and those bodysuits you be wearing.
Yes, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. But now, though, the best part of the show.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Meep Meep of the Week.
Meep Meep.
I'm gonna put Terry in Meep Meep of the Week if he don't quit messing it up.
Playing the ending and everything.
You guys are gonna leave me alone. You guys are gonna.
That's right, good people. It is the Meep Meep of the Week, where stupid people do the stupidest of situations.
Oh man, it's crazy.
We bring you to this, good people. I forgot her name.
Stacey Dash.
Stacey Dash,
yeah.
Who is not relevant right now. We all know Stacey Dash from her major movie role in the movie Clueless. And she came back to dabble into politics.
Oh my God, yeah.
After an epic fail from that, she appeared again in a semi-documentary of College Hill, the celebrity edition, where she didn't even stay on the show because of typical Stacey Dash fashion. Drama queen extraordinaire. But now she is back in the news because after a year of the death of DMX, she's just finding out. Terry, roll that beautiful beam.
I don't have it. I couldn't find it.
No. Yep, he's Meep Meep.
I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. I could not find it. But I couldn't. You know what? Keep talking. She's just checked. This chick is going off the rails.
So, what amazes me about this situation, because I watched it and she is just emotional and looking very pale. I must say
that's why she didn't know she was it. That's why she didn't know she was too far down in the bleach.
Right. And she went on to say beautiful person.
Hold on, let me stop. Let me chill out. I should not be attacking this woman.
Hey,
I got it. I got it. E.
Okay.
I got it.
Terry, roll that beautiful beam footage.
Yeah.
This chick is off her stuff, man. I tell you.
Okay,
Oh Jesus.
I'm ashamed. I didn't know.
She looked like Michael Jackson.
Oh Lord.
Rest in peace.
I didn't know DMX died. I didn't know. From a cocaine overdose. I am today 6 years and 1 month clean. I'm too busy praising God. It breaks my heart.
Are you able to pause that? Okay. Woohoo. Why in the blue hell do she have music playing in the background?
I'm saying, I want to say that. Like, why?
Keep playing it. I just wanted to say that.
He lost that demon of addiction. Please don't lose.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
This was an audition for something, bro. She was just trying to audition for something.
All I'm saying.
The music.
There you going to hell.
Was that her personal TikTok?
That's her Instagram. She did that.
No, but that was on TikTok though, right?
Yeah.
I'm hoping that TikTok user added that music.
Oh my god.
So Stacey Dash, I just got a couple of words for you, boo boo. First of all, question: Why are you looking white?
Yeah.
Second of all,
yeah.
You must have been living under several rocks as a celebrity. As she claimed a personal friend of DMX, and you not knowing that he had died, and now all of a sudden to reclaim your relevancy is staying relevant. You make a TikTok. I mean, there's one thing, Stacey, to hey, oh my God, I am so beside myself. DMX passed. I didn't know. That's it. That's all. Bitch, you went on a whole epic drama film playing in the background, fucking podcast show, bitch. Like,
she went into it.
Like, come on, Stacey. You are the meat of the week. I'm sorry. I just got a problem with people saying I'm not black and then coming back trying to get their black card back, bitch. We took that bitch a long time ago.
Hey, you know she ain't. You know how she wasn't black, like, and now we should have noticed this back in her clueless days.
Like,
because
bitch, that's when we took it.
Yeah, right, because in Clueless.
When she was in Clueless.
Yeah, because in Clueless, she was acting like a white chick.
A whitey white bitch. Like, no.
You make us light-skinned folks look really bad right now. Like, come on, Steph Curry. I hate the Golden State Warriors, but I'm gonna need him to win another championship for us.
Wow.
Or bring Drake back. Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
But I want y'all. I said this in a show, What's on E Niggas Mind, and I talked about College Hill. I want y'all to see that and how she performed. And like I said, when I watched it, I thought she was going to be like the one, the drama queen. She was, but she didn't even stay on the show long to really get the title. So watch College Hill, the celebrity edition. It is on BET
Moment
Plus.
Of clarity. I haven't watched BET in years.
It's on the app. It's on BET Plus.
Yeah.
And I just so happened to be clicking on it, and I found it interesting because Big Frida, she's she, whatever she want to be for that
don't
day.
do that. Trans.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Sorry. Giving my own selfish. I like her because she is a part of the LGBT community.
Right.
But she is so down to earth. And that's one of the reasons why I watched it. You had Blake Slim, rap artists. You had Nene Leakes, two bitches that I did not know who they were. You had Ray J, huh?
You know who Nene was?
Yeah, I knew who
okay.
Nene was. It was the
I
other
don't know
two
these folks.
females.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
the
You don't know
other
who
two
Nene?
females.
You never heard that statement? Yeah, people say I said what I said.
Yeah,
That's Nene.
From Nene.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Big Frida is
learn something new.
she's an entertainer. She created the whole bounce movement. She's from New Orleans, and the one that says "You better know," that one. I happen to like her. I like her because she is so down to earth. She is so down to earth.
Yeah.
And then you have Ray J. Ray J was the one who did it for me. Like I
Speaking of
can't
Ray
stand
J.
that River Cricket. So
that a river cricket. Oh my god.
I'm done with you.
I cannot.
And then
I cannot.
Stacey Dash comes in. She didn't want to be a part of the group. She stayed in her room half of the time. And then
That's why
I'm
she
not
know
going to
DMX was
spoil it for
dead.
anybody, huh?
That's the reason why she didn't know DMX was dead.
Right. She stayed in a room in the dark half of the time. And that was it for me, for her. And I thought she was going to be the one, but like I said, she didn't even stay on the show long. But the one who did it for me was, of course, the River Cricket, Ray J.
Ray J. Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm surprised Ray J ain't your second MEEP MEEP of the week, because Jesus Christ, that man.
No, he was the MEEP MEEP for College
Did I
Hill.
hear him say something about he was bigger than B2K?
Yeah, I saw that
bigger
clip.
than B2K.
He's about to fight.
Yeah. He's about to fight Boog. He's about to fight Boog.
I know one thing, that nigga can't sing.
Like he on crack, by the way. But anyway,
Boog about his money though. But Stacey Dash, Stacey,
you are the MEEP MEEP of the week.
We the black delegation traded you over 10 years ago.
We the black delegation.
We
traded her for Eminem
for some liver cheese and a roll of saltine crackers.
You know what I'm saying? Stacey.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't shut your ass up, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
And keep it moving. So listen, I want to thank you guys for joining us on today. I really appreciate you. Thank you for lifting up my spirits. I have been down for the last couple of days or so this was great for me to get this hour worth of rap in with my brothers to help me out. So I really appreciate it. If you guys want to catch this show, you can catch it on anywhere you catch your audio podcast. You can catch this podcast if you didn't miss me on miss us on video. And until next week. Oh, before I leave, we did have the BS3 Network Awards here last week. A lot of awards, a lot of shows on the network won some awards. We didn't. It's okay though. Next week, yeah, that's okay.
But I ain't gonna say anything.
I love you, Ben. I love you, Ben. I love everybody.
I love you, Ben.
Yeah,
I better get it next year.
I know that's
we coming for that title.
I pay good money for that thing, boy. All right. So until next week, you guys have a great one. We'll see you next time.
Deuce.